So Xiao 8 on the bottom has done a really good job of placing really smart wards. The Observer ward blocks the large camp, even though Batrider can use it to pull, he's not particularly strong. Oh,
Xiao 8's going to take a lot of damage here, but he's also dishing out as well. They need a few more right clicks to be able to finish him off, and they're going to have to follow him through the flames. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they will be able to pick up that first blood by taking on the Slardar. Looks like they managed to get the full combination between the Slark as well as the Rubik probably setting it up. It's kind of an interesting play. Maybe it's because of the fact we have some extra neutrals here. Xiao 8 is now going to try and help out a team that Telekinesis is leading the way. Kuro could be in some serious trouble if he gets pounced on, held in play. Smoke screen is the addition there as Mind Control unable to get off the Slithering Crush, and Xiao 8 is just the extra presence to help soak up the gold and experience. Will be able to farm up those neutrals now, denying that away from Liquid. But it will see them the moment they go for this pounce, but it might be a little bit too slow for maybe to be able to get out. They lead with the Void, be able to follow up with the Silence. Maybe, though, does have that reactive armor, plus the supports come into play. It's not quite enough, though. He does end up going down, and MMY and Sep will back themselves away, knowing the fight may not be expecting a fast rotation like this one. The smoke is going to pop from Xiao 8, but he may still be able to get the lasso. He's actually out of mana. Slithering Crush goes down, and now it's up to MMY to be able to lead with the Telekinesis, follow up, toss to the back, should be able to hit the pounce. Mind Control hoping to be able to juke it out, but they are patient. LGD hold on to it. And just knowing that the Slardar will burn out inside the flames, MMY is the one to pick up the last hit.
Keep the Slardar under farm. There's no really good vehicles for the Infest aside from the Blink Slardar sitting at level 50, so it is very high priority that they protect.
Another TP in. They're going to have the Lifestealer try and save Fada, and they will be able to bail him out. In fact, they're going to be able to get the kill onto the Batrider. Searching for more, but the rest of LGD should still be safe. They can try and pressure to really get some deep ones. That has been hindering the movement. They will be able to scout him out, though. The counter ward being laid out, unable to get off the smoke screen, it seems, as the Void comes through. That small little mini stun stopping his play. And they will now take that tier 1 tower. Great read there from Jarex.
Heading down bottom, Fada, under the guise of invisibility, will not be seen by that Observer ward, and Sep may be in for a rude surprise.
Smoke screen is one of the best ways to be able to ensure a kill onto a Lifestealer, and you see it in play here. The instant silence, no opportunity to be able to respond. Now Fada has come in with his Invis rune, but unfortunately his Lifestealer's down, and now he has to wait for extra reinforcements. Not just the Slardar, they need Kuro as the Night Stalker too, but well, they scout out Fada. They're going to go for the kill. They're actually going to go for the support in the background. They want to be able to blow up Jarex, at least force that false promise onto himself. Liquid are split. They're going to go for the support. He managed to get off the false promise, goes for the immediate TP out, and now the game we play, maybe, is going to be able to come in with the extra nukes. He's going to try and pop some of these heroes with Liquid, but they're too damn tanky. They're just going to be able to focus down aggressive immediately. They're taking a lot of AoE damage in the process, though. Maybe might just be able to clean this whole entire fight up with his teammates as Fada is forced to fight this one out. Gets the Dragon Tail onto maybe, continues to get some damage. Slithering Crush comes in. Mind Control can't stop the fight, though. Xiao 8 controls Matamba Man, pulls him away. 3 loss from LGD.
Jarex over here.
They get the instant smoke screen. Jarex won't even have the opportunity for a false promise. There goes the silence. First damage, not enough. He managed to get off the false promise. Now the turnaround. Another Infest Bomb. Aggressive. He gets the ultimate off, but he's getting body blocked up. Won't be able to get the pounce away. Liquid, who's pouncing who? LGD loses. And then managed to get the Blink Strike away. September may still be caught, though. Throws out the smoke screen, taking a lot of magic damage there from Jarex. Just needs a little bit more. The heals are going to come through, though. Kuro actually pops the Void, but now we have all the Purifying Flames heal coming into play. Aggressive, though, has been scared away by the rest of Liquid. Now they have the initiation, but the Batrider gets popped. Couldn't even pull Matamba Man. Maybe he's going to be up next. The Conqueror not doing enough work, or maybe he does. He gets the Night Stalker, turns it around, gets it too. Can he get away, though? Fada just one-shots them with a Shadow Blade amplified damage. The physical damage manages to rip the Timber Saw asunder, and now they're going to be able to get more. September not able to make it out. They get the Courier and the Little Dog too. Riki goes down 2 for 3. Bottom lane as needed. Runs through the counter ward, Observer ward combination. Now the Riki sacrifice just like that. And Liquid.
Yeah. And now the Riki is very useless, even without the gem.
So with that, Firefly on cooldown, they're going to try and sneak in a Roshan here. This is rather risky. Firefly is about to come back up.
The way they use Scan, they saw Xiao 8 and Rubik.
Well now, whoa, that is actually one hell of a flame break and push Matamba Man up onto the cliff. They're now trying to heal him up. He's going to raise TP out, but this is an opportunity for a jump. They will immediately false promise as he gets brought down to earth, but Can they actually finish him off? The jump in there. Mind Control trying to create some space. Matumba Man is healing himself up, but Mind Control's now going to be caught underneath the smoke screen. They try and get the silence out, but Aggressive gets off the dark pack as well. Sultan starts going to town. Already taking out the life stealer. Goes for Fada next. TP away, not in time, and oh my god! Blink in from Mind Control. He instantly disappears like a magician. 3 down, LGD go for the 4th, and Kuro, that's going to be full 5-man wipe just like that. The Roshan, not the play it seems for Liquid as they give up their advantage they had built. 5 heroes down, a Roshan dead, and Aegis going the way of LGD.
Wow, that's one of the best individual plays I've seen this tournament. That play from Xiaowei right there with the flame break onto the high ground. They had vision of him with that observer ward and saw Roshan feeding on him. They had to blow so many cooldowns. They had to blow the Fate's Edict on him immediately, and he had a rage after he was lassoed down to the low ground, and that will be the 5 heroes Roshan and Aegis.
Yeah, you could just see that precipitate. They're going to jump forward, manage to jump on him, maybe see if they can burst him down with the amplified damage. They almost get it. Yule Scepter goes off. They actually stop that one. They will be able to get the suicide, though. Thanks to that Yule Scepter save, Curl looks for more. And
wow, Jarex was just really quick with that purge.
Yeah. Manages to get off that Fortune's End, but it doesn't really matter at the Bloodstone suicide. And now they're going to be able to grab Jarex, and seems False Promise goes for maybe a TP out. He's held in by the smoke screen, slowed down enough that the rest of the LGD will start coming through. Maybe makes his big entrance as he comes back into play, hoping to be able to refresh those Bloodstone charges on Jarex, and Kuro, as he runs on through, is going to give another one to maybe.
And it's just sticking around there way too long at this point, and they needed their side lane put out.
Courier picked off. Matumba Man, he's going to be caught as well. Xiaowei is able to get the lasso. His rage is going to wear out. And as soon as that's done, nice withering crush, but the telekinesis is there, keeping Matumba Man in place. LGD.
I don't think Liquid can wait that long, though.
Liquid's going to stay on the high ground here, but the whole wraparound from LGD may be able to catch them out. They're going to make the initiation. Pops MMY immediately. No play from him here in this fight, but they already get off the False Promise as well, stopping that lasso. They kill the Oracle, but is it going to be worth it? It's now the 3 cores of Liquid still looking healthy. They turn on too aggressive, hoping to be able to force out that Aegis. Instead, they realize let's just kill maybe with the amplified damage on him instead. That's going to be the play. Riki jumps over to the Slark, hoping to be able to make this great escape here, but they're focusing on aggressive, and they're taking him out too. They manage to find Sep as he moves to the left-hand side, but Mind Control knows better. They get him, keep the gem in play, and take away the gem of LGD as well.
And MMY will lose the fight if Oracle dies before False Promise.
They jump in immediately with the Silver Edge. They might be able to bot it before they actually have Jarex be able to get the False Promise. They bought it a little bit more time, and he got it. Just in time, BKB goes off. They now fight away. Bada knows he's definitely dead once this is done for, so he's just going to try and get as much damage on the Slark as possible, and it might just be enough. It is indeed a 3-man crush from Mind Control. Keep on going. They look for more, but LGD gets the last 2 out. It doesn't matter, though. Liquid have won the fight, and they're going to be able to take Tier 2 on top.
And just not enough damage from LGD. They were so close to popping him before the False Promise.
Liquid, ever since that Roshan fight,
doesn't know if any of those gem bears are behind him.
So dangerous. He really thinks he can just get Jarex alone. Well, he might just be able to lead with a pounce. False Promise does go down, TP out, sticks around a bit too long, and now the pop out. Oh, God. Aggressive, too aggressive. As that was very clearly never going to work out for him.
And Jarex does not even pop inside the fountain. Very vulnerable, but they're in formation.
10 seconds until nighttime. If you're going to try and take this fight, you got to take it now. As LGD, so aggressive, moves forward, tries to get the scout out, but he does get crushed up, almost gets taken out, but managed to get the dark packed off, and now into his ultimate. Starts right-clicking on him with Matumba Man, but Matumba Man doesn't care one bit. He's going to go for the Bat Rider, and now LGD realize they have to bail. He's going to be aggressive, trying to flee as he's got the Silver Edge in a few more seconds. Dark pack, oh, just barely outside of the crush. Now runs himself away. The Infest Bomb's not going to be able to find him. They do at least get the Void onto MMY, stopping his TP away. Will be able to get that kill, but they're still chasing aggressive. Not going to be good enough, though. The crush does manage to get off that slithering crush and will be able to get himself away. MMY did end up going down. Bigger bounty. Definitely, we're talking about like maybe not fighting into them, but the initiation advantage is too great from Liquid. You can see it again. They're going to be able to find aggressive. Holy cow.
Step on Rubik so they can get the double 4-step into the T4s.
Slardar is going to jump forward with his 4-step. Blink goes straight for Xiaowei, stopping the initiation into track. The LGD, they get a counter 4-step, are able to get that hero away. Now Matumba Man is forced to fight up against the Slark underneath that ultimate, plus the Chakra. Matumba Man already down to half HP. Shiva's going to slow him down as well, but he managed to get the Pistol Blade back, walking down aggressive, and he's down. He fought back, and that's a dieback now as LGD struggled to just use maybe to push Liquid back. Oh, jump in. They managed to get Zhao Wei, but an immediate false promise going to stop that one. They didn't even need the ult of Jarek during that last start of the fight. And while they might be able to force Liquid away now, it's going to be at the cost of at least the melee racks. The Aegis does fall. Matumba Man's going to go back in for the range one, it seems. There's no reason not to at this point. They may even try and keep on going for the bottom lane of racks. They're all looking pretty damn healthy. Some of their ults are down, such as the Dragon form. But Matumba Man, he's okay with sitting on the front lines. Managed to get the bash onto Maybe. Follow up Slithering Crush. Another bash in play, but the Force Staff are saving grace here for Maybe. Now they can turn on to Kuro. Another Force Staff play, this time from Liquid. Gets Kuro out of the danger zone. Infest up, Zhao Wei swings forward with his BKB activated, managed to get the Infest, jump onto September, will be able to almost pop him as the Cloak and Dagger managed to get him away with Blink Strike, but Zhao Wei's not quite as lucky. Gem on the deck, Maybe trying to get run away through the trees. Matumba Man keeps him locked on. They take the tier 3 tower at bottom lane. Vada focusing on objectives. Matumba Man, meanwhile, the big heat shield on the front lines that maybe just can't seem to beat on through. Vada now helping it up, jumps himself forward, doesn't go for the Dragon Tail just yet. And now they want to back themselves away. Maybe jumps forward, tries to go for Jarek's. False promise used there. It's Dragon Tail, cancels Maybe's push forward. Jarek's going to try and get the TP out. Vada will do something similar here. We'll see whether or not Jarek's doesn't even get popped inside the fountain. Gets the full heal and a clean escape there. Go for the melee racks. Trying to get some Chakra damage out, plus the Shivas, slowing down the damage of the Dragonite, but as you mentioned, that heart, it's fine. He sits out of the fight, a couple of seconds, starts healing back up to full, dodging the Chakram and eating away at the melee rack step. Tries to slow him down there with the smoke cloud, but it's not going to be much. They really need a harder initiation. Now maybe he's going to be caught in the Dragon Tail, and Mind Control doesn't even go for him. He goes to the back line, stopping Zhao Wei. Now the flyback. And Liquid immediately managed to get out there to get the Infest back into the Slardar. They're going to turn, try and kill Zhao Wei again underneath that one. Oh my goodness, he thought he could lasso away. The fight continues aggressive, actually getting a lot of damage now. On Vada with the amplified damage stolen away by MMY. Useful, but not useful enough it seems. 80 seconds down, and LGD calling just like that. Liquid on a tear through the lower bracket. Haven't dropped a game yet since they're knocked down by MVP. And they're supposed to be facing the tougher team as LGD and just beat MVP too, but it seems like they've really hit their stride now, dominating LGD even after a tough break around the Roshan pit.
Moo mentioned Lifestealer's ridiculous win rate coming into this game. They seem to have a lot of counters. Anti-BKB from the Bat Rider, the Smoke Swing from the Riki, Timbersaw, who's supposed to be really good, and Slark, Rubik with a low cast point. Like, all 5 of these heroes are theoretically decent versus Lifestealer, but Liquid made it look easy.